welcome to this edition of Colonial News. I'm Simon Murphy.
And I'm Owen Perry Cruz. Our top story. It may feel like spring is in the air, but it's still winter. And when it comes to cold weather, driving carefully is very important.
We spoke to students and staff about winter driving here at SHS.
Anyone who goes to SHS knows the mixed feelings students and staff have about the lack of snow days. While we know not having a snow day is disappointing, could it also be unsafe? We asked students what they thought about the driving conditions here at SHS during the winter. We started off by asking what route people take to school and how the conditions usually are.
Up Gulf Street, up Cypress. Pretty awful. There's always, around the cul-de-sac, there's always ice. And also on Gulf Street, there's a lot of stuff that you can't see, especially by like that little hill. So it's always terrible every time.
The Gulf Street Hill, whatever.
Gulf Street.
I think it's very dangerous when it comes to the winter.
For real.
Very icy. A lot of car crashes also. I've had a couple like slip and slides on the way up.
Yeah.
For real.
It's not.
Gulf Street. How are the conditions in the winter? That one turn is like bad. There was like a pile up this year.
So from what we've heard, Gulf Street is pretty unsafe. But what about going to school up the hill? We asked some more students as well as our very own Mr. O'Connell.
That delay the other day that we had, I think, helped tremendously. I thought the roads were pretty clear. I didn't have a problem getting in. You know, sometimes it's tough. I think for high school students, it's, you know, depending on the weather, it's a little tougher because they're often in a rush or running a little late, and they don't always leave enough space or they drive too fast. If we all slow down, it'll be good. You know?
No, I don't think it's that dangerous, like going up the hill. I just drive safe, and nothing will happen.
Though it might be safer to take the hill, not everybody has that option. It's important that we educate young, new, and inexperienced drivers on how to navigate the icy conditions around the school. And to all students and staff drivers at the high school, remember that getting to school is important, but ensuring the safety of yourself and others is essential.
You know, when it comes to high school, there's a common thought about one particular year. Junior year. Is it really the hardest?
Our reporters went on the hunt, asking both upper and lower classmen their thoughts on the topic.
In high school, junior year is perceived to be the hardest of all years. So we asked upperclassmen at SHS if it actually is. This is what they had to say.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like the search for colleges and stuff like that, and all like these classes have been really hard this year.
You know, in my personal experience, I've found that you have to do harder work and you got to worry about college.
Yes, because of something called chemistry. Yes, because taking A-Push and AP Lang was very exhausting, and the motivation was not there because you still have another year to go.
A lot of classes, you know, starting to think about college.
Yeah.
And senior year coming up. So a lot on my plate right now.
I would say my sophomore year was the hardest year because I was taking a lot of harder courses.
We went to current sophomores to see if they also believe junior year will be the hardest year. These are their thoughts.
Because of the college admissions.
I think sophomore year is the hardest year. You got 2 classes for MCAS. You got to set yourself up strong with a GPA. Sophomore year is harder.
Yeah, I do. You know, we got some big tests coming up with the SAT and the ACT, so, you know, it's definitely going to be a lot more stressful than it was this year.
Because you're not an adult yet doing taxes.
Finally, we asked our own guidance counselors to see what their thoughts on junior year are, and if it actually is the hardest.
Begin conversations about graduation plans with students, so whatever path that might be, as far as college, military, workforce, or a gap year. So junior year, although you want to be focused on the present and the now, also you want to acknowledge the future.
You've seen all the interviews. What do you think? Is junior year the hardest year? Yes or no?
Now we've got to look at sports. I'm your sports anchor, Alana Mulroy. Our winter sports season is ending as we head into tryouts for our spring sports. Our winter teams all had a successful season. Let's take a deep dive into our boys varsity basketball team.
Behind me here is the gym entrance to the school. Inside the gym is where the boys basketball team plays their home games. Let's take an in-depth look at how the boys basketball team has been doing so far this season. Our boys basketball team is having a great season so far, with many strong victories that included winning their state tournament over winter break and clinching a spot in the state tournament. We asked students around school what their thoughts were on the team.
Honestly, my opinion would probably be it's an amazing team, and we're very, very good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we're doing really good. It's an amazing team out there. You can see the work putting in.
I think we're doing way better than last year. Really impressive.
Well, I just heard they made state, so I think they're doing pretty good this year.
Nice, nice. We also asked some students who their favorite players to watch on game day were.
What's a Nelly?
I would say Jack.
Jackson.
We then went and talked to some players and asked them what their thoughts had been on the season so far.
I think we're doing pretty good this year. We just clinched players for the first time in a few years, and as we have a game tonight, I think we're going to win.
I think we're doing good. We're stroking the ball, and we're giving them that D.
It's been a really good season. It's been really fun. We won our tournament over winter break, and we're 10-4. We just made states the other day, so it's been pretty fun.
We also asked the players what it meant to them to be a part of the varsity basketball team.
I mean, it's everything. It's glory, it's love, it's fame, just a great overall team.
Right, thank you.
It means a lot. We're family, like we give each other the D. We penetrate the offense, and yeah.
It means a lot as a senior. It means a lot to be able to play the sport I love and have a good season. And coming back from last year, which was really bad, and being able to build this program back up, it means a lot.
Great, thank you. Good luck to the team in the state playoffs.
Congratulations to all our winter sports teams. Welcome to your forecast. I'm your local weatherman, Rory Shanley. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. As you can see here, temperature's going to go downhill fast. We start out with some fierce wind and rain, then some storms are rolling in, and kapow, some meteorites are going to start flying in, along with some fire and brimstone. Better live it up this week, SHS, because it very well might be your last. Back to you, Simon and Owen.
Let's really hope Rory is wrong about his forecast. I'd like to make it a next week. Our next story, it's all about the Stanley. No, not Shanley, I said Stanley.
I'm here with the Stanley Cup Takeover. I'm going to be giving y'all a few facts about the Stanley Cup. Did you know that it keeps your drink hot for up to 7 hours and keeps your drink cold for up to 2 days? The animal on the front of the Stanley Cup is a mythical bear. Mr. Lane, what do you think about the Stanley Cups?
I wish the Bruins had more Stanley Cups. No, I'm just kidding. I like the Stanley Cups, but they're expensive, and all these other cups seem to work fine. So I stick with my cups.
Thank you so much. What's your favorite thing about the Stanley Cup?
I like how they come in different colors, and I also like how it holds a lot of water so that it'll help me drink more water throughout the day.
Thank you. Sharon? What's your opinion on the Stanley Cup? It's cool. What's your favorite thing about the Stanley Cup?
My favorite thing about the Stanley Cup is it fits into the middle console of my car, so I can take it with me on the go, and it helps me get my water intake every day.
Thank you.
I'd prefer the Gatorade bottle. I don't really see the point of drinking like a cup that's full of lead.
Maddie. Aria.
What's your favorite color Stanley Cup?
White, because it matches everything.
Cream, because it matches everything.
Thank you.
Audrey. And Ella.
What's your favorite thing about the Stanley Cup?
It makes me want to drink more water.
Yes, it makes me feel more hydrated, and I drink more water.
That's great.
It's just one of those fads that are out there and a way for companies to make money. I think it's just as effective as any other water bottle, but seems to be the new thing.
Thank you.
Whatever color the Stanley Cup is, looks like it's here to stay in the SHS halls.
I really love my Stanley.
Me too, Simon. Cheers. Well, that's it for this edition of Colonial News.
Thanks for watching Colonial TV. See you next time.